See, this is why I think we're not having as much luck as we should be with actually gaining, some income for our museum. And I'm not just referring to the fact that, everyone was walking around like zombies just a second ago, but it seems that we just don't have a lot of our donation stands being collected from right now, which is a little bit of a concern, especially if I did call security and actually apparently people would like to donate more for walking around like zombies. At least it's in a thematic environment. Maybe that's what they're really appreciating. We're going to have to find out. But I mean, maybe I just need to have a very fast staff member. Do I have a really fast staff member who can just go around and do nothing but collect from, let's see, security guards? We have strolling surveillance, donation collection. We do have under the moonlit walker under the moonlit day. But I wonder if we need to hire a new security guard really quickly who just having them go around the whole place collecting from donations is probably not the smartest way to do things, but maybe I need somebody who just focuses on, somebody's doing criminal pursuit for the outside. Just as I thought haunted forest ranger Evergreen could take care of that. For crying out loud. All right, look. We have really amazing new things that I want to be looking at, and it looks like we have an alchemist wizard with survey skills who just applied, and they also have increased luck. Oh man. All right, look, survey skills is kind of a hard thing to get our hands on. I don't know if that's going to give us enough fleet of footness, but so far we aren't really into hiring rogues. And, having multiple wizards, there's more money that's not being collected from. Having more wizards is probably a good thing. I really need to check in on all of these people we're hiring. Here we have a fast-moving globe-trotter with a chance to increase happiness every time they go out and about. So you know what? We're gonna come in and we are actually going to hire none other than... Let's see. Well, you know what? I'm going to save the fancy names for... Why am I not naming the wizards? Of course. All right, guys. It is time to pull it together because we are running out of time. And this is actually going to be Marsh Midge. Marsh Midge the wizard. That is so cool. Not just a wizard, but like an alchemy wizard, Marsh Midge. That's amazing. I'm very excited to have you here, and I need to give you something to do pretty soon. All right, so now that I've gotten completely distracted from the very important, absolutely essential tasks of checking out what kind of mysteries we just brought back, let's check out what kind of mysteries we just brought back from the special limited time point of interest that actually ends today, because yesterday, well, I ended up having a lot of house chores and feeling extremely old because I had to take care of some very important tasks, and then my beloved husband got sick, and then the guinea pigs needed taken care of, and by the time all of that was done, I just remember sitting down going, at least summer will come next year for those points of interest. But no, then we woke up bright and extra early, and also hopefully swamp waterologist. I really hope that you don't mind that you were pinched by a crab. It's so cute. The lollipop fish. That's so cute. I can't believe I just teared up because I'm so happy we have one. Cool off slightly decreases aquarium temperature, dies if health reaches 0. We're gonna actually go ahead and we're gonna place this little guy in, I think, the aquarium's at full capacity because we have spider crab, oh my gosh. All right, let's get this pulled together here. All right, spider crabs, you guys are doing a great job at the whole breeding thing, so that we could go ahead, you two little nigiri fish, so that we could go ahead and we can actually be able to impress some people. Spider crabs, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of gently but firmly put my foot down, or I guess I'll 8 of your feet when it comes to having that many of you at the moment. And then let's actually add our new lollipop fish. Wants to be with a sea anemone. That's all it wants. It slightly decreases the temperature in these tanks. So I want to make sure, let's see. Well, it has to be, wait, ooh, and Curse Expert Dino Dave has now gone up to rank 5. That's wonderful. I didn't mean to jump over and look at you though. I wanted to look at our little lollipop fish. Because this is actually a cold water aquarium that we're running. So that'll really help us out. And the only thing that this little guy wants happens to be a sea anemone. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go get another one ASAP. Because, like I said, it ends today. Because household chores and like taking care of beloved sick husbands ended up taking a lot of time. And I wouldn't change it for the world. But I do think it'd be nice to go ahead and, you know, get things moving a little quicker. Also, Pirate Tells Tyrant, you are currently wearing the diving outfit. That is so cool. And we just have somebody who is a half-wit that we've named Goldfish Brain that I haven't fully named yet. All right, look, Swamp Waterologist Fawnhoof, I gotta slap this survey scanner on you with your amazing survey skill boost. And if you don't mind going out and like having another expedition, I would love to see what else we could find over there. And then, that's right, the fledgling arms. We did manage an expedition with another wonderful person we need to name who did manage to accomplish some side quest. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Enchanted. Provides a positive or negative effect depending on its grubiness. All teeth for better or worse. Fool's gold. Just like a chest in so many ways, not like a chest in others. Less chesty ways. Doesn't react kindly to strangers. Oh my gosh. You guys, it wants to be near a donation stand. Okay, for the moment, we are absolutely putting this next to the Knights. Next to the Knights, this is amazing. I think that this would be a perfect addition to their little zone. The Boggymen are not allowed to steal this, by the way. I will be very irate if that's the case. I think that this one being average quality, we'll just hold on to this for a moment. It needs some decoration buzz. I haven't even started unlocking the fantasy decorations. Yes. Oh, I've been looking forward to these. Merchant barrels. And oh my gosh. And also, yay, we've got a lot of spiderfish. It feels fitting that in the haunted area where spooky things happen, spiderfish are quickly becoming one of our big money makers. This is so exciting because we have these blacksmith columns. I'm gonna scoot that over, and then it provides different like bonuses. Oh man, we probably need to go ahead and make sure some of our fantasy people are like staying nearby so that they can contain the chaos that might be a chest with teeth, mind you. All right, again, all right, let's see, come here. Though I sort of think that that'd be amazing to see it just like jump out with fangs. All right, put down a couple of those columns, then maybe one over here. And let's see, maybe one over in this corner. I am so in love with this. The fantasy double banner is really fitting for the place where we've got our knights as well. And it's kind of like tapestry, which I haven't really been into the banners until just now. And now I'm like, oh, it's like tapestry. Ooh, unlocked Fairydale from 50 Buzz. I'm totally here for that. So let's see. These painless plains are your typical saunter happy scenic route. It would be really bad luck or remarkable skill to meet one's fate in Fairydale. Still, it's been done before. Oh my word. All right, so we've already unlocked it. I'm so happy right now. And we need to see what kind of events. Let's see, stalk, shame, where you end up getting a whole bunch of vegetables thrown at your face. Haggling hiatus if you end up getting caught by a whole bunch of merchants. And then there's also character development, but I love that that's the experience boost. I love that that's the experience boost. I love that these are like the cute little early starting areas, and I totally forgot. We hired Brangelina Durkee, another barbarian. I guess we're going like strength and magic heavy here because they are immune to curses. I think that's actually going to be super useful in the future. Also, our new alchemy wizard, Marshmidge, does happen to have some very observant skills before we even apply anything else. And then we have Dominic Killjoy, who we need to give a new name as well. And they have survey skills. Does that, oh my gosh, that you can stack it. I didn't know that. You guys. And that would be character development. You guys. Marshmidge, we're about to find out who your wonderful companion is. And we've also unlocked a merchant crate and a merchant pot. I'm sold. Oh my gosh, it has a leaf on it. Or it looks like leaves. That's all I needed. That's all. I'm done. I got it. I'm here. You've earned all of my loyalty. Also, yes, the Sunkissed Coast visit is done again. We now have pristine quality on that. Thank you so much, Swamp Waterologist. I'm so happy to know that. That's so cute. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. The set sailfish. Known for crossing staggeringly large migratory distances, this fish is always on the road. Not that the sea has roads. I know this sounds really random, but I was just getting super excited learning about both the vast horizontal and the vast vertical migrations that sea life go on yesterday, because I like to listen to documentaries about animals and the natural world and history to relax, and that's one of them. This wonderful set sailfish wearing a adorable mock Hawaiian shirt. I really need to look up the history of the designs of Hawaiian shirts, since I am Hawaiian, and so that's something that people associate with it, but it's like nothing I've seen my family wear. Just flip-flops. And you'll know I definitely helped my credentials being Hawaiian mentioning that. If you know, you know. The seafood diet eats more than you'd expect or hope. Okay. And it gives bonuses to tourist guests. I didn't even remember we had tourist guests. That one uses a tropical environment, so we're gonna have to make sure it goes into a different spot. Let's also check out our monthly profit is still going down. Whoa, no. Okay. We're gonna need more security after all, because we just got a nimble bean-brained like security guard. We're gonna have the nimble bean-brained security guard have aerodynamics for maybe, or how about strolling surveillance to notice things better. We're gonna give you Stop Thief a temporary name, because I want to save the patron names for just a moment so that they can go ahead and be given to, and we'll have you do maybe criminal pursuit? Maybe? But we'll have you focus on that. All right. And we'll give those names to, like, we'll give names to all of the employees eventually, but right now we're in chaos mode. I know we're always in chaos mode, but still. And now complete a visit to Wishfell's village and an expedition in Fairydale. Oh yeah, expedition currently in progress there. I guess we do have multiple activate buzz bonuses on 2 fantasy exhibits, and there is cannon fodder. I don't even know what that one is, but I suppose we could be sending another fantasy expert out and about to go and do things. Let's see. Because they could be gathering some of the cannon fodder or some of that really cool gold. I definitely need to give them some names. Wow. All right, let's see. So that's the Fire Clan. And that's actually Pilot Wings for fast encounters. We also haven't finished exploring this. I actually think that that'd be really cool to have a super fast in some regards, barbarian who has very little intelligence but a lot of luck. Go do some side quests to get extra experience as quickly as possible. I will take it. And you know what? I'm going to accept having to pay for my pristine ghost plant to come back. And then we're going to make the thieves pay by going ahead and getting another security camera installed. Because that's just ridiculous. I have all of these other security bits and bobs going on. And then this happens. All right, we'll tuck it over there for now. Jeez, it's expensive. All right, so let's see. I also need to not have the Bogeyman steal from us. The fledgling arms and Fairytale crew are coming back fast. Here is our Spifenmore Spire visit, which had a ghost guide. I totally forgot that we sent our Curse Chaser and Winston Whalen himself. That's terrifying. That's so terrifying. Reign of Chaos. The forces of evil will shower the museum with litter, may cause guests to ignore bends. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. We're gonna analyze that. Maybe we need to increase prices. All right, we're gonna increase our ticket price for a little while because hopefully that'll help. Because I don't like that they're like, oh, you've had 3 months in a row of negative profit. All right, where's my spiderfish and their amazing breeding? And then our expeditions are back at least. Yay, we can name our barbarian. Maybe this is it. Maybe we'll have fantasy wishes. A fantasy statue! A depiction of a genuine fantasy creature that exists in the kingdom. The real unreal deal. Look at the little dice for the incomplete exhibits. Oh my word. Okay, that makes me happy. I get the cannon fodder reference now. And I absolutely am going to be having this really cool statue put in. All right, we're not going to be running out of money. I also need to make sure that we hire plenty of people. You know what? To make sure we're not gonna run out of money and not gonna have to like do anything wild, we're gonna take out the biggest loan possible. I can't believe I just did that. I'm not usually one for the loans like ever, but I'm too curious. I have to see how all of this is going to work out. I'm desperate for the sheer delight of discovery. Let's see. And I think having the buzz on the fantasy creatures will help. And also, I'm really happy with our spider crab populations breeding as well as they do. I say in big giant question marks. We also have an empty exhibit over here that I suppose we could put the set sailfish in. We broke apart the helping hand that we just got so that we could analyze what it was made of. We managed some character development in Fairydale, which means we probably should name our characters. That's too cute. Does milk and 2 sugars count as 3 separate wishes? Ask the tea genie inside. That's so cute. Provides positive or negative effects depending on its grubbiness. Wishful thinking may or may not grant users a wish. I love this so much. You guys. A tea genie? A tea genie? You deserve to be in such teeny kettle. It deserves to be in such a better place of honor. I only have a few spots for it right now. We need to make sure that we dedicate some of our fantasy people over to Grim Waters because we really do. Let's see, where's our fantasy groups? All right, let's see. How about the Grim Waters zone for the fantasy groups because we need to have people taking care of the grubbiness or else apparently that crate is going to start eating people, which admittedly kind of amazing. There we are. We definitely need to possibly change up a little bit what we have as our survey things here. The hot water balloon apparently is intriguing enough to kind of stay in the zone, but I think I'm going to move it over here for now. where's my... Oh my gosh, I must have started to expand over here. This is chaos. We're in chaos mode. Chaos goblin mode, go. Oh my word. All right, so let's see. We've now got the 2 buzz bonuses on fantasy exhibits, so we can unlock Wishfell Village. Journeys, long and short, have ended abruptly and happily in Wishfell, boasting a walled perimeter, cobbled streets, and a baker's dozen of delightful bakeries. Security is hard to come by and rarely this charming. Oh! It has mythical gear in the cannon fodder, and a chance of a treasure chest that has a lot of money. Oh! I see. Perhaps we could have our... Okay, we don't have enough luck if we have that combination of people. Who has a lot of luck? Let's see. Oh my word. Our pilot wings barbarian that we need to name, an alchemy wizard marsh mage with that survey skill. The treasure chest, we could just... Is this how we do it? Oh, you're kidding me. $7,000 to just kind of rack up on the side may not sound like a lot, but at the moment, it definitely is. And at the moment, we also need to finish up with our seasonal point of interest. And I'm trying to figure out if this, so if the seasonal point of interest is just this little spot, but we need to unlock different point of interest things. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. All right, and our swamp waterologist is doing so good, honestly. And then let's see, is it already at pristine? Yes, so that will max us out at pristine, which means take your EXP journal so that you can go ahead and avoid that slow selling. And please take a moment to relax while you go to those sun-kissed shores. All right, that makes me happy. And then if we're working on that and only one person can go at a time, if we come back over to the Scorched Earth area, I would really love to know more about like the fantasy statue and the Fool's Gold. And we do have one of our stray barbarians who can go with their survey skills, noting things that look punchy. I guess you would need to have good observation skills in a fantasy world anyway, so that you can notice like, look at that chest, it seems to be glowing, and open it up so that you could, you know, like find the quest, the loot, any of that. There we are. I'm really happy with this. And we haven't even been working on the night market that I intended to do, but we will be, hopefully, soon. I just need to get a breeding quantity of the little summer shores fish here so that we can take care of them. And you know what? Since we took out that loan, we probably should be actually trying to take care of whatever chaos we have done to these buildings and make them... Oh no! Where's one of my security? Okay, we need another stop thief. Oh my gosh. Okay, quick. Snake charmer, robust. Okay, snake charmer sounds amazing. Where's the thief that just took that? Where are they going? Is it here? It's the boggy bin! Of all of the things you wanted to steal, the wiener tree? Yeah, I don't know about that either. I feel like this is gonna be Camp Ranger. This is gonna be our Camp Ranger. And this is going to be Camp Ranger Sue Sedge. Not a patron, but I had to go ahead and use that name because this person just managed to come in here and pursue the criminal. Yeah. The criminal who was stealing the wiener tree. Huh. I love this so much.